Hello, my crafty friends. Hi, my name is Tina Kavergich, and I am Northern Stamper, and I'm glad you were able to join me today. I appreciate you dropping by. I am located just east of Toronto in a small town called Ajax, and I am a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And what I wanted to show you today, I don't know about you, have been cleaning up my craft room for the last little while, about the last week and so, and I wanted to know how many of you have bits and pieces and bins of scraps. I don't know if you know, but coming up in April and May, Stampin' Up! Is coming out with a new catalog, the new annual catalog. I'm always so excited for that. Oh, good morning, Gail, all the way out from the prairies there, and glad you could join us. Oh, Georgetown, awesome, thank you. So I just wanted to know, so how many of you collect little scraps of paper from all of the crafts that you make? Whenever I create something, I have a really hard time parting with things. So anything that's like that, I'll like cut something out and I think, oh, I can keep that for something else and it will go into my scrap bin. So I have a bin full of like scraps from this year. This is just this year that I've created in. And what I decided to do, I think today we are going to, all week, I'm going to look at the scrappy side of creating. So let's create with scrappy pieces of paper. So what I have done is I have divided up, I divided up all of my, Sarah has 6 drawers full of scraps. Oh my goodness. I spent last night dividing up into different piles all of my scraps. So these are the ones I have not gone through yet, but I still have to go through. Those are larger pieces that I could probably create regular cards for. What I did is I divided them up. I took out pieces that were like cardstock that I could use a little bit more from. I put them all in a bin so I could quickly use them. And what I would do is use these ones for punches, like I'll punch some stuff out. I divided some other ones that are the designer series paper, the pretty papers, DSP I'm going to call it, and I put them in another one. And those are a little smaller, something like that size, or little squares that I can probably get things out of. I then went through, whenever I create cards, I have leftover bits and bobs of different types. So I'll have like circles, or I might have hearts that I've cut extra out, or these were actually leftovers from a craft. So I used the scalloped edges from the die that was here, and this was all that was left over. So what I do is I place these all also in a little bin so I can just quickly grab them. And then I have the odds and sods of like things I've stamped, or little sentiments and stuff. I place them in a little bin. So I spent last night doing that, and it took me maybe about 2 hours, and I actually had quite a bit. So, you know, with Zara's 6 drawers, she may spend a little bit longer, but that's okay. So I wanted to let you know, let's look at some of the things that we can do with all of these scraps. I had done a class, I think it was one of our bingo events or something, and we used some of the scraps on that, and we created this great card. So those little pieces of scraps that are about this size, what we did is I cut them down to 1.5 by 1.5 little squares, and we created this kind of like, I don't know, what is it kind of called? Like a quilt type of card. And this turned out really fantastic. The great tip behind this is a lot of the designer series paper, because they come in a pack, you know that they're all going to match. So it doesn't matter what you use. Grab what you can from a pack. So I have some leftover from Christmas, from the holiday catalog from Christmas, and I'm going to cut these all up into little 1.5 by 1.5, and then create a card like this. So these work really well. So if you have a whole pack left over, fantastic. You know 100% that they are going to match. So you want something similar to that. So that's one thing that you can do with it. Today, what I'm going to show you, we are going to be creating little cards that you can hand out. And these are 3 by 3. So what I've done is I've gone through my bin of scraps. I've got my cardstock. I look for cardstock that is long enough. So, you know, look at that. I just only cut out a little piece there, but I still have all of this. So I'm looking for scraps that are 3 inches wide that I can cut to 6 inches long. And what I did is I spent some time, and like when I was separating them afterwards, I cut them all out. So I have a whole bunch. These were just leftovers. And what I want to do is create little 3 by 3 cards. So I'm going to show you. It is super, super simple. Grab some of your punches. Some of my favorite punches for this is the little heart one with the scalloped edges. This punch comes in a set of 2. So you get the regular heart punch and then the scalloped one. Fantastic. This is great for doing this. And all you do is you grab some little scraps of paper and just punch it out. I also have like a kind of a scalloped edge and a 2-inch circle punch. This is great too. And all I do is I look at my pieces of paper that I have in my bin, and I look for an item I can focus on and just cut it out. So these are really old papers. So I made these a little while ago. So there is the circle with the focus of a butterfly, a little stitched edge, and a little piece. And I just made a whole bunch of these. These are from all, whoops, ooh, that one got away. And ironically, that's an animal card. And all I do is just create little thank you cards. And what you can do, because they are 3 by 3, you can grab the little pizza box that you can get from Stampin' Up. Fantastic. Put it together. All right, you just put the little guy together. It's really easy, especially if you're used to working in a pizza parlor. You can probably do this in no time at all. Oops. Apparently, I've never worked at a pizza parlor, so this takes me a little bit longer. So you create this little box, this little pizza box. You get 10 of them. I believe it's 10 of them or 8 of them in a little package, and create some of these 3 by 3 cards. Put a little note in. Drop them in the little pizza box. Close it up. Decorate the outside. I'm just going to pretend to decorate the outside. You know, with all your little scraps. Hand it out and say, it's a little note to say thank you. This is a great way to use up a lot of your scraps that you have in your bins. Because, you know, like I said, who does not have scraps? So what I'm going to show you today is how to make some of these cards. I wanted to give you some ideas on what to do with those scraps. Also, what you can do is, I went to the dollar store and I picked up one of these little containers. I think this was in the area where you do like handyman stuff, and inside what I do is I keep all my little labels. So all the extra little pieces of white, I will pre-stamp them, right? And just drop them based on what the sentiment is. Like, this is all thinking of you. This is my thinking of you box. Put them in. And as I create cards, sometimes I create cards and I don't put sentiments on, or I'll just grab some from here and just pop them in. So I also have in here, where is it? As I was sorting my scrap bin, I came across, I had a ton of little flowers that I punched out. I think I was doing a card class or something, and I had extra little flowers, and I thought, I'm just going to pop these in here, and this is going to be perfect for creating a card. Like, this way I don't have to go and punch some more. I'll just grab it from here. So if you can grab one of these or two of these, punch out some little flowers, some labels, stick them in here, and you're ready to go. So sometimes you'll see as I create cards, I will grab some of those before I stamp some more. So I wanted to let you know. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to put you up on the camera mount, and I'm going to show you how to make some of these cute little 3x3 cards. So hold on. All right, bear with me. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's me, Tina Covergitch, right there. And my company is Northern Stamper. So if you ever need to reach me, drop me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com. As I mentioned, the new catalog will be coming soon. And they have a whole bunch of great designer series papers, and I will be doing a paper share, which means I will buy all the papers and cut them down into maybe 6x6 or 6x12, and you get a little bit of everything from those packages. So keep an eye on later, about in April, about joining my paper share. So just to let you know. Oh, I have a tip for you. Whenever you have some of your papers in a box like this, I know we start getting a lot of these little packs and stuff. So just drop one of them in, especially when you place it away. It keeps it nice and dry. You just need one little pack. These, you know what, start collecting them. Don't send them to the landfill. Don't throw them in the garbage. Take a look. See what you got. These are super, super fantastic. Ironically, I have so many of these. I have them up in my bedroom. I have a CPAP machine, and I stuff it in a little mask part to keep that portion dry. So, works great. Keep these. Don't throw them out. So I keep them in with the papers like that. See? There's another one. So these are all the little pieces I have. So these are extra. Always, always keep all what you have. Save the environment. Save your money. And use what you have. I think what I do is I keep everything, and then I go out at the end of the year, and I think if it's smaller than, what is that? 1 inch by 1 inch, I might even consider it and let it go. But in the meantime, toss it in your bin, and let's get going on what we can create. All right, what I'm going to do is show you. I've already gone through everything, and I'm going to show you some of the cards. So this is some of my favorite designer series paper. I just love this. It's always sad when designer series paper goes out, but new ones always come in, and that's okay. So I'm going to show you how to make this card. It is a little 3x3 card, and I am going to be using. I'll grab this piece. This is Pear Pizzazz. Okay. I use Pear Pizzazz because it does work really nicely in there. So what I'm going to do, you do need your trimmer for this. Okay. So I already cut this to 6x3, and now I'm going to score it at the 3-inch mark. Okay. So I just scored it there at 3 inches. I want this is a nice big square piece, so I'm going to cut it just under 3 inches by 3 inches. So let's cut that down. Now this is too tiny to really keep for anything, but you know what, honestly, I could keep it and put it on. Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's see what we can get from that. All right, so put the trimmer off to the side. I've cut this piece. See, I've got so many pieces. Let's kind of set that aside. I'm going to just adhere this onto the front here of this little 6x3. Okay. And I'm using Seal Plus because I use less glue this way because this is a very sticky and strong glue. Now, some days it gets a little testy and doesn't want to work, but that's okay. But it is really my favorite kind of glue. It's Seal Plus. It's about $16.25, but this does last me a very long time, and I strongly suggest purchasing this. You'll be very happy. All right, so I have it on the Pear Pizzazz. Love that, love it. Now, I can see some of the colors in here, so I'm going to make something using the Early Espresso. So let us get some of the punches, and I'm going to go over to the edge as far as I can. Okay, I'm going to see, oh, not far enough. There's a little hole. I'm going to pull it over, punch it out. Okay, let's see. Do I want to use the dragonfly? Okay, oh, that actually looks really cool. So if I don't want the dragonfly, there is also a butterfly punch. Maybe I want to use the butterfly. So let's see which one. I'm going to punch them both out and see which one I like the best. Okay. Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know. Butterfly, dragonfly. Another punch to have is the 2-inch circle. So maybe I'll get some white, or let's see what other colors that I have in my little bin of goodies. So I'm going to look through quickly and see, do I have any of this Rococo Rose, and see if I can have that. Let's see. I do, but it's a little tiny. Not big enough, but I'm going to pull it out. All right, bear with me, I'm getting there. So I just got to go through my little bin. Sometimes this takes a little bit longer, and you got to think outside the box. Well, I guess I could use that too. And if not, I can always use white. So I'm going to actually punch out a white. All right, I'm going to actually punch out this mint macaroon. I'm going to punch out, oh, look, that one fit. Just, see, all the way up, all the way around. Good to have. So I've punched out actually all 3 of them. And what I don't use goes into the shape box. Okay, so let's see if I did that. Oh, that looks really nice. If I did this, I don't think I like the white. I think I like that. And you know what? I want something a little bit more around the edge. I am going to pull out some of these. Like I said, I'm just doing this kind of on the fly, so bear with me. Okay? Oh, that looks really good. Okay. Okay, so these pieces I'm not going to use. Go in the shape box with my little silica gel. Okay, this is a 3x6. Put that off to the side. All right, and where was that little tiny piece I had cut off here? Okay, all right. You know what? I'm just going to add that. Why not? So I'm going to add this on here. So before you start tossing everything, see what you can use. Now I'm going to just glue this all together. Okay, put a little bit of glue there. And some dimensionals on the back of my little butterfly. Now, like I said, my butterfly is just cut out of cardstock. And I used the dark color to make it kind of like a background image. So I'm going to put that right in the middle of that 3x3. I said I don't use a lot of adhesive. Okay, I'm going to turn it. And remember, I said about my little bin of sentiments. I'm going to go to my bin of sentiments. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, perfect. Hey, how about that one? I got a thinking of you. Look at that. I could either, let's see how I can get that in. Actually, we might have to move this guy down a little bit. Okay, offset him a little. And actually, my mini dimensionals on the back here. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? What do you think of that? What do you think of that? All right, just using my little scraps, I'm going to tuck it in. Move it up like that. Put my words on. There we go. What do you think? Isn't that fantastic? And now it will go in my little pizza box. I'm going to make about 6 of these, and I will give this to somebody, like as a little box together, and hand it out. Oh, let's see. Can I find something that is big enough for the front? Let's see. Do I have something? I got little pieces. I'll do that later. I'll decorate it later. So I wanted to show you one of the 3x3s, what you can create using the punch. So they have, these punches are still in stock. Great to have. So now I have, remember I punched out the dragonfly, I have them left over, and he is going into my special bin for shapes or animals and stuff like that. Okay, so that's one. What else have I got in here? All right, got to tidy up. Hold on, bear with me. Okay, so there's that. I just love that. Turned out really good. I love that paper. Okay, now I have, that's one idea. And we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to use the heart punches. Now, remember I said these come together. These are great to have also. So if you want to consider purchasing that, let me know. All right. Okay. So I have a whole bunch of scrap pieces of paper. These are really fun kind of designer series paper. And look, I had pre-cut out the 3x6s. And I'm going to do the exact same thing, but using the heart. So just under 3x3, punch out the heart. You can actually stamp a sentiment on there and a little strip of paper. So let's create that. Okay. Once again, I am going to choose, so I got my card base. Don't know which color I'm going to use. Let's make one of these. Okay. Put a little mark at the 3x line. Let's use this pumpkin pie. Okay. I'm going to put the rest aside. Okay. And I'm going to look for a piece that is large enough. Okay. Just kind of keep going through your scraps. See what you got. And actually, I think, whoops. I think I really like these dots. And I have a large piece. So I'm going to cut this to 3x3 or just under 3x3. So there's the 3-inch mark, and I'm just going just a little bit under because I wanted to take up most of the cardstock. Okay. Going to glue that down. Once again. Okay. Oop. Let's try this way. I think I have to cut a little bit more. Okay. Oh. Alrighty. Okay. Glue that down so it, let's get that butterfly out of the way. So it's got a nice border around. Okay. I have some strips left over. Do I want the purple? Do I want this? This. Oh, that looks kind of cool. I'm going to look for a little smaller piece. And let us go with this one here. Cut a little strip off. Make it just under 3. All right. Put it on top. Looks like it needs just a smidgen off more. I'm just going to quickly cut that off. And I'm going to put it right in the middle, just like I did the other one. Okay, can you see it? Oop. I should always make sure it's always in the frame. I think that would help. All right. Okay. And now I'm going to get my little heart punch. There's the one with the scalloped edges and the regular one. And actually, I'm going to pull out this piece here from the designer series paper. I love how it kind of goes across. And let's pick a nice color that's dark and contrasting that. So I'm going back to my scrap bin. Let's see, what have I got? Okay, I'm just going to look. Oh, that one's got a, oh, that's kind of funky. That's kind of got an embossing piece on that. Oh, Let's cut that out and see what it looks like. Okay? Put these two together. Let's see. Hey, oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that. All right, let's do that. Who says that it has to be regular paper? Why can't it be embossed paper? Let's put that on. I'm going back to my little bin of sentiments. Okay, bear with me. What do I have? Oh, there's one. It's a tiny little one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I got a whole bunch. All right, back to my bin of sentiments. Are you still with me? Let me know. Okay, I'm going to glue this down on a bit of an angle. Pop it up with some sentiments, some dimensionals. Put my sentiments on dimensionals. And this is where if you have extra, like little pieces of ribbon, I do this also with ribbon too. So I have a ribbon bin, kind of tough to see, but I toss in all my little pieces of ribbon. If it is up to, there we go. Let's take this one. Oh, there's a blue one too. Let's take some out. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. Let's just take that one. Oh, the blue looks good too. Oh man, which one do you think? So I'm going to take a little piece of ribbon. Oh, it's time to sharpen my scissors. Maybe I should do an episode on that. Okay. There we go. I have a couple of pairs of scissors. All right, little bits of ribbon. Keep them also if they are up to like 2 inches, because they turn out great if you do just fold them over. Oops. Oh, look at that. Oh dear. Has this ever happened to you? You get that adhesive on there? I'm going to pop that on the back. Oh, my tape is a little... When you make smaller cards, you have to get used to using smaller pieces. Okay. All right. Now, those didn't work. So let's get some more dimensionals. Ah, that happens. Take off the dimensionals. All right. Pop it on here, just off a little bit. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? And we'll just tidy that up. What do you think? Fantastic. And it uses up all those little pieces. So I wanted to show you some little 3x3 cards, and we can keep going. One of my favorite, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to show you another 3x3. This time I'm going to use, I'm going to use this color, okay? Because I'm actually going to be covering it up. I'm going to show you one of my favorite cards to make with pieces, okay? Now, I do need a piece of cardstock that's a little smaller than this, so I'm going to grab just any color. It does not matter. So this has all been used. Okay, I need to cut this. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter. You can even use photocopy paper if you want. Okay, so I'm just going to square it off and just under 3x3. This is my favorite. And if you do not have this punch, definitely put it on your list. 100% put it on your list. Okay, I got to find it first. Hold on. Okay. And this is the Tailored Tag Punch. So worth having. So worth having. Now, I was going to start with this card here, but I don't know with that color. Maybe I should go with the green. This is what the good thing is when you have a whole bunch of little colors. So this is actually my favorite designer series paper, but you know what? I think I'm going to go with the Granny Apple Green on this one. Because it is going to be very small. You won't see very much of it, so it won't be so overpowering. Okay, let's do that. Grab this punch, okay, and punch out a bunch of tailored tags. Okay, yeah, some of them, you'll notice I'm punching them out. They may not be the full tailor tag, but that's okay. Get as much as you can out of it. All right. But try and look for some papers that are actually quite like full pieces. Okay, because you do need them. Okay, and angle it. Always turn your paper to see where you can get the most out of. So that one cut off a little bit, but that's okay. See, it fits right in. So I probably don't need that many. And the ones I don't use, like I say, go into my to get used. Oh man, which side do I use this time? Oh, that's a tough part. Okay. And all you're going to do is kind of lay them down. I think I'm going to focus on that. Okay. I am just going to start and placing them on. I'm going to start with this one right on the edge. I want it to be on the edge. Okay, and I'm going to just keep gluing. I'm going to butt it up against each other. That's a full piece, so I got to make sure I use that. Oh, look at that. Oh, my favorite. It's tough. It's tough. See, it's really tough. What side do I want to use? Okay. And I'm just going to butt it up against each other. So they are overhanging a little. And I'll put this one over here. Put a little bit of glue on. Up there. I love the Taylor Tag Punch. The punches are very, very useful. Very useful. And so worth having in your collection. Right? So don't discount them. Look at them again. I love a lot of the punches. I use them a lot. Okay, so looks like I need a couple of little pieces more. So I'm going to grab oh, look, there's an extra one. So I'm going to put that one there. Okay, and because I have a little piece left over down there, what I'm going to do is actually cut this off first. Cut this down, because then I can use some of these pieces that I have cut off and in that little corner. This is my favorite thing to make for cards. Okay, and I'll do one more after this, and you can tell me which was your favorite so far. Add a little bit of glue. See, I don't need a lot of glue for that. The Seal Plus is fantastic. Worth every penny. Okay. All right. Now I have that on there. I'm going to glue it onto my cardstock. Okay. That's actually more glue than I really need, but okay. Put it on. If I had some, I do have some ribbon. Do I want it on there? Nah, yeah, okay. And go back to my little bin. What have I got in here? Oh, these have, oh, look at that. Oh, that's the wrong color, but I guess I could use it. No, I don't want to use that. Go back. Let's see what else we got. What else have we got? Okay, go back to my bin. Oh, let's pop that on there. Oh, you know what? Let's see what I can... Do I have another one? Oh, look at that. You are amazing. That actually works much better. Okay. And we'll put that on. Okay. Now, if I wanted to... It looks a little off. If I wanted to, and I had the exact same punch, I could kind of focus on having a little bit of a border around, but I won't do that to this one. Normally I would, I really need some ribbon for that. So let's go back to the ribbon. Let's go back to our ribbon and see what we got here. I've got yellow. Could try yellow. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. look at that, snazzy. Let's see, pink, yellow. Pink or yellow? Oh, look at that, snazzy. Oh. Okay, we're going with the pink. Okay. Now I had a longer piece. Gonna just cross it over. All right. Glue it on the back. Pull it down. It's a little small. Oops, come on. It's a little smaller than a regular card, so my loops won't be so large. Okay. Tape it down. Alrighty. Look at that. And let's just glue it down. Or you could always use dimensionals. And I'll just pop it on like that. Wow. Whoops, a little crooked. That's okay. I'll send it to my friend that's crooked. There we go. What do you think? I love that that punch. Fantastic. And again, add it to my little pizza box. Right? There we go. Close up my pizza box, and I got one more for you. What do you think of it so far? Okay, one more. All right, same idea. Grab our 6x3. Gonna score it. Okay. Score it at 3 inches. And this time, we again need a piece of cardstock that is like 3x3, just under 3x3. Okay. This is why you keep all of your little scraps. Okay. Very useful. Doesn't matter what I use for this color. Again, oh, I need my trimmer. Okay. And let us this time look at, I know I'm using, ooh, maybe we should pop in here, see what we got. See what we got. You know what? Let's see. Got a whole bunch in here. Let's go through these and see what we got. Ah, there's a blue. There's a yellow. And let us find another piece that kind of matches. Ah, why not? Okay. Alrighty. Let's go with these ones. Right? They're all from the same designer series group. They're all from the same package. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them down to just under 3. Okay. Do that for this one. And technically, all I'm wasting is really this piece right here. And I'm going to cut it down to just 1/2 inch. Okay? Just down to 1/2 inch. Whoop. And I'm going to do cut. Oh, that's even, sorry, that's a 1/4 inch. I did a 1/4 inch. All right. 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, whatever you feel like. I'm going to cut a little bit more. And so I got a couple of pieces of that. Bear with me as I finish cutting. I know it's not that exciting. I could tell you some jokes if you like, or I can sing to you, but apparently when I do that during my class, they always tell me to stop. But I do have some really good jokes if you want to hear them. So, okay, keep going. Like I said, this does not take up a lot of paper. And it uses up all the little scraps you have. Okay, I'm actually probably now got a lot of pieces that I have here. I'm just going to do up that last one. So bear with me. Because I want to get a color that is fairly neutral. I wanted just to add a fairly neutral color. Because I got the ones that are all flowery. So I need to add something just a little bit neutral. Okay. Woohoo. So I'm still going to keep these pieces. That piece and that piece. This piece, this tiny piece, I probably toss out. Okay. So I got all these pieces. I just add glue to the whole paper all the way across. Okay. And all I'm going to do is just start in a corner. Oh, gotta make sure I have glue in that corner. And just go across. And I'm doing this one on an angle. Okay. And as I move down, I'm going to probably need a longer piece. So actually, let's just kind of go like this. And keep going. Just butt it up. This probably would work better if I had a longer piece. I should have cut some of these to longer, but that's okay. Now, remember I mentioned the neutral color I'm going to put in? Oop, that one's not the right size. Where are those ones not the right size? Put my neutral color on top. So there's a little of a boo-boo, so I'm just going to go over top. Butt it up. There's a little square piece left that needs some glue. I'm going to cut off the rest, and then I'm going to use those pieces for that very final little corner. Okay, you're going to love this. This is a lot of fun, and it does use up a lot of the papers that you have. Take one night and sit and just sort. That's all you need to do. Sit one night and sort, and make sure that you have enough buckets to sort into. So sort into a bucket of shapes, into a bucket of designer series papers, and a bucket of cardstock. Okay. And then once you've finished sorting, grab your punch. Oh, look at that. That turned out really good. Grab your punch, start punching. I don't know if I like it on the red. You know what? I have a blue one here. Oh, perfect. Let's put it on that one. Where'd it go? Oh, isn't that funny? You ever lose things on your table there? And you know it's right there. It's like literally looking at you. There we go. Oh, that turned out really cool. So spend a little time sorting your scraps, especially as it comes now into March, because the new catalog with the new gorgeous papers will be coming out. I have a hard time parting with these papers, especially some of the ones that are my favorite. And this is how you can use them all up. So let me know which one you liked the best. Oh, come on. And order some of the little pizza boxes to drop them in. Decorate the outside of the pizza box with all of some of your pieces. And let me know which one you liked the best. Come on. Let's get the bone folder on here. There we go. I am interested. I think we should have a contest. So whoever comments, I will do a random draw and send out a little pizza box of 3x3 cards. I'm going to continue to make them, and let me know. So I'm going to send out, let's do a contest. Whoever comments I'll do a random draw at the end of the week and mail you out a pile. I'm going to keep making these because I've got everything out, got my punches, and let's get going. So I do appreciate you joining me. Grab your boxes, take some time, have a glass of wine, put on some music, and start sorting, because the new papers are coming out, and I'm going to guarantee you they're going to be just as gorgeous as the ones you are hoarding right now. Okay? Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.